From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good afternoon. Hope you've had a nice day so far. Lovely weather out there. Pretty much not a cloud in sight, only a few patchy upper level ones at worst. Of course, out there along the coast, you can see these lower level clouds whipping, but you know, that's not too big of a deal, right? We can definitely deal with that. As expected, this weekend has been shaping up very nicely. Today, tomorrow, looking really decent. All things being equal, the pattern, of course, changes here in the midweek, but for today, looking fantastic. There are those mid-60s in the valley. A lot of 60s out here towards Trinity County and eastern Humboldt County, too. Some upper 60s even filtered in there. And, you know, one or two of us could kind of be flirting in that 70 range. Don't think that'll be widespread, but still, yeah, I could easily see that happening. I-5's your dividing line. West of I-5, you got those upper 50s, lower 60s. Out east towards Modoc County, the 139 corridor to Modoc County, upper 50s, we'll call it there, but pretty much consistent, clear skies, only a few patchy clouds at worst across the area. So, yeah, don't worry, you're not being left out of there. You might be a little cooler, of course, but still, we're all doing pretty nice for today, pretty nice for tomorrow as well. Futurecast paints that picture pretty nicely. In fact, like I said, it's going to be about late Tuesday into Wednesday. That's whenever that pattern changes, as we've been talking about, really into a more active pattern and a much colder pattern across the area too. You know, just because meteorological spring began March 1st definitely does not mean spring is in full swing. Ooh, imagine saying that 5 times fast, right? But no, definitely not. We're still in winter. That much is for sure. So let's take a look at the future cast. First things first, there are those few patchy clouds, and this is why we have some of that fog still along the coast. The marine layer is kicking up a little bit. Otherwise, not too big of a deal, right? We're not going to see too many impacts from that. We do have some of the beach hazard statements because of the wind, gusty conditions over the next couple of days. That's worth keeping in mind. But a little further inland, you know, and you're doing just fine out there. I think our Sunday looks fantastic. Notice as we head into Sunday afternoon here, we're doing great, and those clouds are not going to be too impactful, not by any stretch of the imagination. Again, marine layer still kicking up by Monday morning, but again, Monday also looks fantastic. We're continuing that trend of spring-like conditions into that first portion of the week. Things change, though. If I progress this out just a little more, you'll see some changes coming in. In fact, the extended term futurecast paints that picture a little bit better as compared to this nearer term futurecast. The resolution's a little lower, but still, as we head into late Tuesday, I think that's whenever that system swings through, and that system pretty much washes everything out, changes things. For the better, for the worse, I guess depends on how you look at it. I, for one, am a fan of the precipitation. We get some more rain, more snow topping off those mountains, and of course, filling those reservoirs up. So that's what we'll be looking at here. But I honestly think we'll see some pretty darn low snow levels. A lot of us will be seeing snow through the end of the week because we're going to see that colder air take back in. So let's take a look at the extended term futurecast, see exactly the timeline here, because the timeline initially looked to be more like Wednesday, but I'm starting to think it's going to be late Tuesday. So Tuesday itself, I really think it's going to be fine. Don't change any day plans or anything like that if you have outdoor errands to run. But I'm going to step off here real quick. You see that system off here, the coast? That's going to be pushing east with time through late Wednesday, or well, through late Tuesday and into the first half of Wednesday. And here's what I was talking about when I said those snow levels are going to be much lower, rather. Look at that. I mean, in the valley, you'll be seeing rain, sure, but eastern mountains, Siskiyou County, out towards Trinity County, and even portions of eastern Humboldt County, yeah, we'll be seeing those low snow levels. I mean, we'll start 4,000, 4,500 feet. We'll probably end up at 2,000 feet and below, and then out towards Thursday, towards Friday, we actually start to see a lot more wintry precipitation than standard rainfall. On the eastern mountains, Modoc County, Siskiyou County, yeah, we're starting to see more snow than rain, so we're definitely going to be talking chain requirements. We're going to be talking things of this variety in due time, and of course, we'll let you know how those advisories, winter storm watches of this form or another, start to develop. So yeah, we're keeping a very close eye on that, and it's still probably lingering through the end of the week and into next weekend as we get a little reinforcement here from the north. So we're probably not going to see any individual day past about late Tuesday into Wednesday be particularly dry. I think we stay in this pretty active pattern as these systems continue to swing through, reinforcing themselves with cold air and with precipitation. Taking a look at the temperature trend in this time frame, I'll tell you what, look at that. We are deep blue. And of course, taking a look at the scale here, gray is about average where you should be for a given time of year. Red is above average, and these blues here, well below average. And look at that, we are almost tipping the scale on the bottom end of it. So we're definitely seeing that winter-like weather still in there. And I say winter-like, I mean, it still is winter. Like I said at the beginning of this, just because meteorological spring begins March 1st does not mean spring. is here. So wrapping that up in the 7A, you can definitely see your dividing line right there through the middle of the week. Late Tuesdays when it moves in, lingers through the rest of the week. Becomes a little more scattered by the end of the week, but I think Wednesday and Thursday still some widespread stuff out there. You can really see that temperature trend down, down, down in the consecutive days here. The next few days have those spring-like conditions. Then after that, not so much, right? Of course, those big low-pressure systems, not only do they bring precipitation, they also bring that cold air, and that's why those snow levels are dropping so much lower, right? So again, Mount Shasta City, we start to see that kind of filtering in Tuesday. Pretty much turns into all snow by the time we're heading through the end of the week, because I think those snow levels will be quite low. But again, we could see some mixes there initially. We're starting out again with those snow levels a little bit higher, but I don't think that's going to last long. I think we're going to see those drop quick as that cold air reinforces itself. Because, I mean, come on, look at that trend, right? We go from near 60 on Alturas here through today and tomorrow, back down to the 30s in a matter of 5, 6, 7 days. So we're seeing a good 25-degree trend downwards, if not more, as far as those highs are concerned. It's going to become a lot of snow by the end of the week as well out there in the eastern mountains. This far east, I don't think we're going to see too much on Tuesday. I think you start seeing that more so Wednesday morning and towards the end of the week. So I think for most of us still, yeah, Tuesday I think will be fine. It's along the coast where you start to see that first moving in. Probably around sunset or so, a little bit after, but still, Wednesday is your dividing line between drier conditions, warmer conditions, cooler conditions, and wetter conditions. In the valley, of course, we're going to be seeing a lot of rain as well. Taking a look at Redding, Red Bluff, Chico, pretty consistent trend in this respect. There you go, right through Wednesday, right through Thursday, right through Friday. Yep, that's it right there. Now, I do think we'll be seeing that trend downwards as well with temperatures here. Maybe a little less pronounced, but you'll really start to notice it by the end of the week. Notice these 60s, even near 70s, turning into 50s. Even upper 40s? Yeah, definitely a trend down, down, down. Not necessarily going to be near freezing, but some of those lows will probably end up near freezing by the end of the week. So, yeah, prepare for winter to make a comeback here across the area.